Greetings again, adventurers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. In the last episode, we sailed to the town of Poft, and we took a look at the town of Barfsk as well, where the Empire are constructing a mighty warship. And there's there's Sid's airship. Don't know why I keep calling him Ed. That's just me. But, yeah, that was Sid's charter ship, taking its merry band of tourists, as I was relating my story of how we actually went to Barfsk, and we didn't get a look at the warship itself, but we saw someone in there, an Imperial commander known as the Dark Knight. Not to be confused with the Dark Knights that we fought at the beginning of this adventure. We're here at the lovely town of Salamand, but before we go in, I'd like to show off a few things that, well, I got some extra equipment, and I got some garlic along the way, thanks to an enemy. But I decided to get silver armor for Guy back in Barfsk, and I also got some silver armor for Therion later on, but I want him to rely on his magic for the time being. And I also gave Maria an extra potion and gave Guy one of the antidotes to hold on to. But I believe that's enough standing around. Let us get attacked by an enemy. And of course, this being Imperial occupation, here is an Imperial soldier. He is dressed in the mithril armor that Hilda was so worried about, and which we're going to the Semitt caves, or it's actually supposed to be Semitt Falls, apparently. But well, we can actually deal damage to the soldier quite well now, even though Maria missed there. Yeah, even though that soldier was wearing mithril armor, he's no match for the four of us. Having Maria in the front row for the time being, due to the fact that, well, I do want to get some vitality along the way. And this is Salamand, a land filled with snow, because it's in the mountains. Apparently everyone from Salamand was forced to mine mithril at Semitt Falls, because the Empire are harvesting mithril for their own ends. And the Semitt Falls is southwest of here. That's very good. Nice directions there. And apparently this person is infatuated with Joseph, who we have to talk to in this town. But she'll only get in his way. I don't think we can talk to her about anything. We don't want to go in there just yet. Or maybe this is the... No, I thought it was a shrine, but we don't want to go in there. Not just yet. There's a weapons store in here that we'll go into. And get a battle axe. Mr. Guy. We'll give that to him. And we're pretty much going to sell, well, Guy's old axe. Sorry, Guy, I know it was one of your possessions, and I sold Maria's bow and Therian's other sword anyway, to be sure. No, I don't think I need to mess around with the inventory a bit longer. He also sells longsword and a mace as well, and, well, we don't need a longsword or a longbow because Maria and Furion already have those, but we don't need the mace for Minwu here, because he pretty much can deal incredible amounts of damage anyway. And we can buy bronze shields, helmets, armor, and gloves. They're not gauntlets. Well, technically they are gauntlets in a particular instance, but really don't need any of that stuff right now. We might, yeah, the gloves were actually, the costs of those gloves will eat into our gil, and we'll need to accumulate a lot more at some point. And is there anywhere else to wander around this snowy town? No, just the usual set of items here. I don't think they'll ever change. There is the magic store. Speaking of magic, I also decided to get the heal spell for Furion back in Bathsk as well. Now the interesting thing about magic such as heal in Final Fantasy II is that it relates directly to the level of the spell, because Final Fantasy II actually, when you cast heal, it will cycle through the layers of the spell in question, and it will check against each of the, for each level, it adds a layer of protection or an extra status element or whatever, and it will check against that. So if you want to protect against a higher tier status element with heal, first you have to be at a certain level, and then it has to cycle through those levels in order to make sure that you're protected. It won't just protect you from any status element, it will have to check whether or not you will be protected from that status element by cycling through all the levels beforehand. Bit annoying, but that's just how it is. And we have life, anti-warp, and exit. Life and exit are probably going to be the ones that we'll be using in any event, although they are incredibly expensive at 1500 gil each. Just checking to see if there were anything in there. No, there isn't. Never mind. But, the reason we're here in Salamand is to speak with the man they call Joseph. And we've already talked to you. Is there anyone else here we can talk to besides these people? I doubt it. There doesn't appear to be a shrine here in, or maybe there is, or maybe there isn't. Oh no, there is. It's just down here. There's the shrine. I'm surprised the shrine in Bathsk hasn't been completely destroyed by the Empire as well. But anyway, this is Joseph's house. There is the man we came to see. Are we from the Empire? No. We are the Guild of the Wild Rose. And Joseph is kind of incensed by the fact that Hilda and the rebels are relying on youths like us to do their work for them. Apparently he can't tell us about the airship, and yeah, we did know that warship is huge. And apparently the Empire is still harvesting mithril from Semitt Falls. And now Joseph is actually asking for our aid, even if he is skeptical of the fact that we can actually do anything about it. And we don't need to rest at an inn, because we're doing fairly well for ourselves. And well, we'll be setting off soon enough. Now, one of the townspeople did say that Semitt Falls is to the southwest of the town, so we'll be heading there in just a little while. Alright, we're ready to go, and being attacked by enemies. As always, try and make sure that we actually got a first strike there. Yeah, we can either be ambushed by enemies, or we can actually get the first hit in, which is actually fairly useful. And Guy's battle axe is going to be pretty darn lethal. And of course, with Minwu's canoe, we can actually sail across the lake to Semitt Falls, and I was really hoping that you know, callous as it is to want the soldier to attack Maria, it's actually necessary for her to actually increase her vitality. But oh well, never mind. Ugh, really wishing, ooh, and another antidote. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much, Mr. Soldier. There, I believe, is Semitt Cave, Semitt Falls, but going to have to sail around. Get our battle prowess going here, because we're pretty good for magic right about now. Although I probably should be also working on and more antidotes. Hooray! Yeah, those will come in very handy. Can't go that way, but can canoe through here on this lovely river. And it's a good thing we don't have to fight against monsters while we're here. Hello, airship. And we can't sail down the waterfall. Oh well. Well, we've now arrived at Semitt Falls, so just give me a moment to prepare ourselves, and then we shall sit inside to find the legendary mithril. Alright, let us head inside. And we get wonderful dungeon music here in Semitt Falls. Now, the dungeons, well, Semitt Falls is actually a pretty straightforward dungeon. Not too much of a labyrinth, unlike the various caverns of the previous Final Fantasy. And this time I don't think we have to sort of go around hunting fiends this time, which is a nice touch there. More sprinters, but we can deal with those. And by this point, I'm glad that our magic is where it is right now, because we are definitely going to need it at this point. Unfortunately, Fury and the others keep missing, but Darn it. Never mind. We'll just keep chipping away at these enemies and don't attack our own party members, because that would just be silly. There we go. I'm pretty confident that we can handle what lurks in the depths of the Semitt cave. And more green goblins. Spider-Man is not here. He'll have to deal with us. And hopefully, one of the enemies can actually deal some small amounts of damage to Maria so that they can increase her vitality and her health, because I actually do want her to get some more health. I regret not doing so earlier, but never mind about that. Once she has a decent amount of health, I'll put her back in the back row, even though her bow is quite effective, regardless of which, well, even if she still misses, but she's still very proficient with it. There is some sort of slab over here. Ominous. But it's nothing to worry about. I believe we want to explore everywhere we can. And there's another Imperial soldier. Ooh. Thank you for that. Now I'll just have, I want to cure, her just yet, because I actually want her to, get some sort of bonus, hopefully. Although I do want the soldier to perish before he kills her outright. And agility as well, yay! That's the ticket, and I'll have Minwoo cure her, because he has plenty of MP right now. Yay! So her agility went up as well as her vitality, because I've been using her as a mage for quite a while, and her intelligence has gone up significantly, but her vitality has gone down. I wanted to try and offset that as much as possible. And we got 10 gil. Yeah, gil is, for some reason gil is hard to acquire in this, but, well, more goblins. I'm sure, we're going to be running into more Imperial soldiers before the day is through. And hopefully we'll rescue the captive workers as well of Salamand. Because that's what we're here to do. And victory to us. More money is always good. And I think we want to head down here. And a pack of goblins. You know what? I'll just show you how heal works in this instance, and I actually want Maria to increase her proficiency with the longbow, so that she reaches level 3 at some point. Now heal is ineffective at the moment, since we're not really, we don't really have to deal with a status ailment, but well, there it is, and I will probably be building up experience for heal in between episodes, just to make sure everything's okay. And because that goblin is still there, we can't actually target the other ones, which is pretty ridiculous, unfortunately. Yeah, we had to kill that goblin in order to target the ones in the back row, and I hope they don't run away, because that would be very annoying, because I want the gil. And that's okay. We're still doing pretty damn well. Now we can attack those other goblins in the back. Down goes one. And down goes the second. And Guy or Min will hopefully finish off the third one. And it's Guy. With 66 damage. Victory is ours. Cue the fanfare. And that is a lot of gil. And her HP and vitality went up again. Marvelous. And, bridge chest over here. 200 gil. That's what we're talking about. And more goblinses. Well, cure Maria there. So we can, well, not have her perish so soon. But increasing her health and vitality is definitely going to be beneficial. Unfortunately, the goblins don't do as much damage as some of the other enemies, which is fantastic. That goblin did absolutely nothing against Sky whatsoever. And it's time for Min to shine. With the finishing blow there, you've earned it. And Furion's power increased because of his use of the longsword. Let me just check, he's at 79 for sword and shield. Maria is at 75 with the bow, that's going quite nicely. And Mr. Guy is at, well, he's almost at level 2 with the shield, but he's already at level 3. And finally, Minwoo is at level 3 with the with his trusty cane there. There's really nothing else on this floor, so we're going to be heading down to the second floor. And I believe that is it for this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy II. When we return, we shall continue exploring the depths of Semitt Falls and hopefully rescue the hostages being held captive by the Empire. As always, dear adventurers, until next we meet.